Morning, guys. So Kimberly and I are at the farm today, and we were hoping it was going to be raining by now. We got a little bit of rain, but not much. So very windy. You have that going for us, I guess. Not sure what that's doing for us, but anyway, we're at the farm. We're gonna maybe get some waterways seeded down. We'll see. And maybe we can get those done and get going with that. So we'll check in with you guys later. Okay, so we did decide that we are going to do some seeding of some waterways. And we'll probably go back and look and see if we're getting seed on all of them. So we'll do a quick look here, see what it looks like. All right.
So this is a drill.
This is a green drill.
Yes.
Yep. Let's go look and see what we're doing. Tell or see anything? See some oats and see anything in this one? Yep.
How deep does it go?
Just so long they got cover on top.
Right. And this is kind of tough because you're doing this. Once we go this way, it'll be a lot more consistent. Because here I was trying to run the 3-point up and down just to kind of keep the discs in the dirt. All right. So you said, so this one's okay. So just stay inside the flags.
Correct.
The last flags is the end.
Is right on the end.
Okay. And then we're going back to...
I'm going over the hill.
Okay, so as you can see, we're seeding waterways. We got rain coming. We got some sprinkles going on here, so we got about 4 waterways to seed down. So yeah, this is a grain drill, and it's actually a no-till grain drill. You can use it without tilling the ground, but we worked this waterway up because it was just redone with the bulldozer, and that kind of packs the ground down. So anyway, just trying to get this done before the rain sets in. We got storms coming, which we hope we don't get a gully washer, because that's not good either. Obviously you want your seed in before it rains, but you don't want it washed away either, because these are the waterways. This is where the water would potentially run down to and then run out the field. But I think we're so dry, I mean, it would take a lot of rain to get the water running. We're so dry that we could take an inch of rain and it's going to soak in the ground pretty easy. It's not going to run to the waterway and run down the waterway. So I think we're dry enough that I don't think we have the risk. I mean, unless we got 2 inches of rain in 20 minutes, which is highly unlikely, but that would be a situation where we probably would end up with water running to the waterways. But anyway, we're just about done with the first one here, and we got 3 more to go. So then we can, honestly, then we can remap this field here, and we will be ready to go for planting. And this was corn last year, so it's going to end up being soybeans this year. So I'm just going to make one pass on these for right now, and then if we got anything left over, we'll consider doing them again. But we want to at least get them done once. At least get something here and try and get it established. We can always drill into it and seed some more, but we at least want to get our first pass done before the rain gets here. So that's what's happening. There's nothing back here?
Nothing.
Okay.
This is the one furthest back.
Okay.
Everything else is the wheel track.
All right. Yeah, that's 100% in the wheel track. That's what it's doing. So we'll just bring the cultimulcher out here and run over it without the tines. Lift the tines up and just roll it. Okay. The reason why you redo a waterway is that, you know, they may start getting filled in with dirt. Instead of being nice, gentle slope, it may have a ridge on the top, and if it gets a ridge, then the water won't go into the waterway. It will run down beside the waterway, so that's not good either. So it seems like with the waterway, maybe every, I don't know, 20 years you have to redo them. And there's different things that you can do along the way. You can take a blade out and try and cut the edge off of the waterway and that sort of stuff. But so the bulldozer came in, pushed the dirt out, and he pushes it back out into the field and gets it shaped the way it should be. And then it's hard packed at that point because obviously a bulldozer did it. So then you bring in a disc, or we have a turbo till. You bring something in to try and cut up the dirt and break it up and loosen it up. Then you're going to have clods, because packed dirt, you rip it up, you're going to have clods. So then you use it's called a cultimulcher, and those wheels will just keep breaking up the clods. So there's still some clods out here, but they're a lot smaller clods than what they were. So that's going to give you a lot better seed to soil contact. If you tried to put seed in a bunch of big clods like that, you're not going to get much growing. So anyway, that's what we're doing. That's why we're doing it. And it looks like the rain's going to cooperate with us here, hopefully. And you see here, this was kind of light, so I made a couple passes down through there. You want grass growing in your waterway so that when the water does, if you do have a big rain, it doesn't wash it away. Your grass will have good, hopefully get a good root system going, and it'll hold that soil in place. So that's what we're doing. Why don't we just farm through this? Because on those big rains, if you got nice mellow dirt like you have out in the field that you planted, that will wash all the dirt away, and you'll end up with gullies, and then you're not going to be able to cross it because you got big gullies in your waterways. So it's a way of giving the water a way to quickly get out of the field if it needs to, without creating a bunch of ruts and ravines. So anyway, so I'm kind of would it be a soil conservation practice? I would say it probably is. You're conserving your soil. You're helping your soil not to run away and be down in the ditch or down in the creek or whatever. So that looks like they pushed dirt up there to kind of level that a little bit. Looks like our waterway truly doesn't start until we're down here. All right, so the last two, we got two done. The last two waterways are pretty cloddy, and we'll show you that. We're gonna go get the cultimulcher and work them down, and we'll show you the difference between before and after. And we got to work the clods down and get the ground in a little bit better condition. So we will show you that. And then Kimberly has a question.
I do have a question. My question is, what's your seed mix? I saw there were 3 different kinds of seed, the bags you were putting in. What's your mix?
Okay, so we've got 2 parts grass seed, and it's a Waterway pasture mix. So it'll have regular grass, and it'll have some other stuff mixed in it. 1 part wheat and 1 part oats. And what that's doing is, normally those will germinate and get established a lot quicker to help hold the soil, while the grass seed can get going and get established and catch up. I didn't look to see, I didn't buy the seed, Dad did, this is his farm. I didn't look to see if it's a winter wheat or a regular wheat. A winter wheat will actually overwinter, but the oats, for sure, that'll give us a good cover right away, but it will winter kill, which means when it freezes this winter, it'll kill it and it won't come back next year. So all the oats are doing is just trying to give us a little extra cover and protect the grass seed.
So
literally, that's what the wheat and oats are doing, is trying to protect the grass seed.
So for gardeners, the winter wheat would be a perennial, and the oats would be an annual.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, here's the cultimulcher. So here's the two things we've been using. So we did it first with that, the turbo till, and got the dirt all loosened up. But once it's loosened up, like I say, it's cloddy. And then you run this old thing. This is something you hardly ever use except for when you're doing stuff like this. So this thing, I mean, yeah. Most farmers will have something like this laying around just for doing waterway work, fixing waterways. And you can hear the wind is just howling. It's ridiculous. So anyway, we're going to hop in that, and we're going to go break up some clods.
That'll be cozy too.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of rotating wheels, and then these will, if they hit a clod, obviously it's going to break it in half. Then you do it a couple times, and eventually you'll get the clods really worked down. So you can run the tines in the ground or not. Actually, our front set of tines are broke right now, so we just have the rear set. But you can dig up the clods a little bit and break them up even more. And this is strictly waterway stuff. That machine is used for getting a lot of work done in a hurry. I can't remember, that's like 42 foot wide, I think. But if we weren't no-till soybeans, which is what this is going to be, if we weren't no-till, we would work all these corn stalks down with that, and then maybe even the field cultivator after that, and then plant beans. But we do no-till soybeans, and that just leaves a lot of residue on top instead of having a bunch of bare dirt that can blow away or wash away. Cultimulcher. Now look how cloddy this is right here.
Okay.
And it'll take a couple passes to get that worked down better, but uh-oh, I ran over the flag. Oh, it made it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Yeah, you can see where one pass already makes a big difference, but
Boy, it sure does.
we'll hit it a couple times.
So there's one spot where it was really cloddy.
Yep. we were leaving the farm. Storms are rolling in, but it's raining right now, so we got all the waterways worked up, seeded, and then we ran that roller over top of all of them when we got done, just to give us better seed to soil contact. So now it's getting rained on, so that's perfect. Hopefully we don't get a gully washer. Pretty uneventful, unexciting day, but just stuff that needed to be done. We gotta jockey some vehicles around, and we gotta go pick up Amy and run her to a vehicle so she can get it picked up and back home. So other than that, we are done for the day. So we'll probably do some video editing this afternoon and see what happens. I can't start working on my nozzles on my spray boom yet. I did get a hold of them today, and he was just picking them up from the coating place. They have a coating on them. I think I've explained that before. So he'll have a whole bunch of them to pick up and have to get them sorted out, and hopefully by the end of the week they will be shipped or on the way. I doubt if I'll have them by the weekend, but at least we're making progress. We know that they've been picked up and they're going to be shipped out soon. So anyway, more to come on the aviation side of things. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that helps, and we appreciate you guys watching. We know we got some pretty loyal followers out there, which is just shocking to us, but we appreciate you guys. We appreciate the comments, and yeah, we'll keep putting out videos and see how it goes. So all right, talk to you guys later.